We'd like to welcome you to London Heathrow, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take the captain a few minutes to taxi the aircraft to the gate.
So, I'm in London. Here's the deal. Cathrin was not thinking, oh, of course that's plugged in. That's not just sitting there for decor. Like, where can I set my camera? I wasn't thinking, and I did not bring my small handheld tripod. This is, like, not the best angle for me. But hi, yes, so we are here in London. Oh, and this trip, like, really came about at the end of last year. I was, like, trying to figure out how the heck I could make this a better year for myself, because last year was a really, really rough year for me. And on my like list of goals, and I believe it was actually on my Selfish Acts, I said that I wanted to do a solo trip. And I thought that that was just gonna be another big road trip because I loved my road trip to LA so much. This opportunity came up where Epidemic Sound wanted me to fly out to Sweden. And I was like, well, if I'm gonna go the whole way to Sweden, I'm gonna stop somewhere else, because I have literally never been anywhere. Like, I've been to Mexico, I've been to Canada, and that's it. I have never been this way. So here I am, I'm in London, and I just feel like this is the perfect escape from all of my problems. In all seriousness though, I have had a pretty rough time recently. Leading up to this week of me leaving was probably like one of my roughest weeks of the year. I feel like the best way to put it is I feel like I'm failing at everything. And I know I'm just like so hard on myself, and I need to not be as hard on myself as I am, but it's like the one thing I feel like I was always good at, that I could always keep up with, that I was like on top of my game, was my career. And right now I just like, I don't even have that under control in a sense. And like, I suck at releasing control, and I just feel like, I have really, really been struggling. And my mind just like hasn't been in a great place. And yeah, this like season of life has been very, very tough for me. And I'm just like not doing the greatest. Like, if I can just be totally honest with you guys, like I'm not doing the greatest right now. And it sucks. But now that we're here, I did book a very bougie stay for myself. Why? Because I could. I was like, girl, if you're gonna do it, like just do it up. And this is quite possibly the nicest hotel I've ever stayed in. Like, the lobby area and like the amenities and stuff, I was like, what? Like, what the heck is going on? It's so incredibly nice. So let me give you a little tour. This is my lovely door that I enter through, and I'm pretty sure, like, how do these open? Oh, whoa, wait a second, what's in all these? Does this open? Does this not open? Okay, wait. We've got like beverages in here, coffee and things, safe. Okay, wait, what other one's open? This one opens. Oh my gosh, the lights, you guys. Wow, I was like not prepared for this. This is like the level that I need my master closet once I do it, because shoot, that is so incredibly nice. I've got my little sink area right here. If we spin around right here, we've got the bathroom, which has a bidet. Okay, I've never used a bidet before, so I don't know if I'm gonna be trying that out or not. And then you've got the main area. So I got myself a king bed. We got one side table over here, another side table over here. This beautiful, like, what perfect coloring. This is like the coloring on my chairs in my living room, or like what were in my living room. And then you guys, they asked, they were like, do you want a lower room or a higher room? And I was like, please give me a higher room. Do you see this view? Where am I? When I was packing, it said that it was gonna rain all day today, but tomorrow was only like a 30% chance, so I thought I was only gonna have like one good day in London, but it's gorgeous outside right now. It is so gorgeous. So what I'm gonna do, because I legitimately have not had food in ridiculous amount of hours. So I had an overnight flight getting here, which they served dinner and breakfast. For dinner, there was nothing that I could eat, which isn't surprising. For breakfast, I was asleep, which is great. So I'm happy for that. And I do have snacks in my bag. I just like haven't had anything. So I think I might munch on some Cheerios, shower, get ready. And I picked out a few restaurants that I want to check out while I'm here. So I think I'm just gonna walk to one of the restaurants. I feel like my eyes just look almost bloodshot. Like, I am so sleepy. I slept maybe 4 hours on the flight last night, and I function best at like 8 hours of sleep, but I told myself, I was like, you know what, maybe this is gonna be best because then I'm gonna be so tired that I can just like crash at normal time, London time, instead of like having to really fight jet lag. So here I am. I need to go to bed. Well, good morning. This hair. Anyway, I fell asleep at 7:30 and then I ended up waking up at like 3 o'clock, which is not surprising. I overcorrected a little bit when it came to like the whole jet lag situation. So then I was up until like 6 and then I was able to fall back asleep from like 6 to 8. So the sun is shining and I am ready to get out of this room. I'm not ready to get out of this room, but I am ready to explore today mentally. Let's do this. I quite literally would not be here if my phone was still charged. It was down to like 5%, and I was like, I'm just gonna end up getting lost in this city because, okay, I went and saw like all the touristy things except for the London Bridge. I totally forgot that the London Bridge was like a thing, and then I realized it was like 2 miles in another direction, and I was like, well, my phone's not gonna make it, and I'm not sure how I'm going to get back. My favorite thing to do today, though, was just to like walk down random streets. Like I had certain things that I wanted to hit, like Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, London Eye, like standard big things I wanted to hit, but otherwise I was like, oh, let me just like walk down this street. And the things that I ran into, like I ended up seeing the most gorgeous things that there were no tourists around. And I'm like, why are people not checking this out? Like there's like, is it St. James Palace or something? There was no one outside of St. James Palace. There was no one there. And I was like, why is no one checking this out? Like, sure, it's not like the Buckingham Palace, but I was like, this is still a big thing. Anyway, I had the greatest time of my life, and I walked over 7 miles at this point, and all I want to do is get back out there and continue walking. I just don't want to totally get lost and be without my phone, so please charge fast. We're at 9%. Good morning, you guys. I need my rings. I'm like running late this morning, but in reality, not really. So breakfast started at 7, and it's from 7 to 8, and then at 8 o'clock we are leaving here. So I like made sure last night, I was like, okay, if I just like roll downstairs around like 7:30, will I be fine? Because honestly, guys, I didn't go to bed until 1:30 in the morning. We had a great time. It was one of the creators' birthdays, so Steve, it was his birthday, and we closed down the restaurant downstairs, and then I came up here, and I FaceTimed my man, and I did not go to sleep until 1:30, and my alarm went off at 7 a.m. this morning. I was like, it's gonna only take me 20 minutes to get ready, and here I am. You know what I didn't think through? Is the fact that I do not have outlet adapters, and of course, all my hairstyling tools. Did not think that through at all. So this morning my hair was looking extra frizzy, and I was like, what the heck can I do with it? So I've never done something like this. I'm kind of like digging this one side. I feel like Gen Zers may come for me, but like I am kind of vibing with this. Where are we? Where did you take us?
I know. You're gonna like.
She's saying it's a little sketchy. A little sketchy. It is actually very cute back here. With that, I am back home editing this video. So I didn't actually continue vlogging when I was in Sweden. My plan was to do 2 separate vlogs, one of London, one of Sweden. And when I got to Sweden and like we were like in the event and stuff, for some reason it just didn't feel right for me to vlog. Like I just was not in the mood to like tell you guys what we were doing and like make a storyline make sense. Like I just captured random clips here and there, and I ended up just deciding to switch over to vertical content so that I could create reels out of it instead of doing a YouTube video. So that's really all the footage that I got for you guys. Sweden was amazing. It was insane getting to actually meet the Epidemic Sound team, and like we got to meet like the co-founder of the company and like explore their office, and we had like these like different sessions and things, and like it was so incredibly cool. They threw like a freaking concert for us. Like they have legitimately a stage in their office. We had a concert. It was insane. Like, oh my gosh, it was so crazy, so unreal. And I really needed that getaway, you guys. Like I really needed that getaway. There were 2 points where I just started like crying because like I couldn't believe that this is my life, and like I was just like so overwhelmed with like good things, and it was so cool to be able to like meet other creators and like so many awesome people. Like I feel like I just made like really good connections, and I am so incredibly glad that Epidemic Sound like invited me. Like it was just like insane. I'm so freaking grateful for them and their partnership that we've had for the last few years. So now that I'm back here, if you're curious, like, hey, Cathrin, how you doing? Because it doesn't look like you were doing pretty good at the beginning of this. I am doing okay. And that's what I'll say, is I'm doing okay. I came back here and it's just kind of been stress. Like, obviously, this house project is not done yet, and it's just stress. So I have spent the last 2 days just, like, cleaning up, trying to get my space in order, because I realized one of the reasons why I'm just, like, so overwhelmed and not in a great place right now is because I am such an organized person, and my house has been an absolute clusterfuck. It's the best way to put it. It has been an absolute freaking disaster, and I do not thrive in this state. So did a little bit of organizing. Hardwoods are going in so soon, and the next video you guys are going to see is the drywall and painting and stuff. So the house is coming together. We're back to house content. Thank you guys for joining me on this fun excursion. And yeah, that's it. I felt like they were just like really trying to rip me off. Back at it again. The drywall guys are here. They messed like a spot up over here that I'm like, I have to touch this up. This is so exciting. Can you guys envision the kitchen now? Why is there a floating door? I'm not too pleased with their work. Next up, hardwoods.